Hello, good afternoon, everybody, all the FM listeners, and my dear brother and sister. In our radio educational program, sponsored by Nepal Police School and media partner Radio Madesh Masla 106.4 MHz. Yes, all the students, now we are going to start the class of class 4, and we have invited my respected Santosh Kumar Thakur sir in the studio, and sir, please start the class of class 4.
Okay, good afternoon to you all. Here in class 4, just we was discussing about the fraction.
Yeah.
We have left again on the last Friday about reciprocal fraction. Okay, just now we will discuss on the topic, and then after we will enter to inside the exercise. So we have the first one, reciprocal fraction. Yes, as I think you have listened, or I think you have also practiced, or I think you have done this also in class in your previous classes, or in class 3, that reciprocal form of the different numbers. Okay, when I will give you examples, I think you will memorize it. But before example, just we are going to define it. Okay, so here we can define it like this: when the numerator and denominator interchange their position, okay, then they are called
Reciprocal
or the reciprocal fraction or form. Okay, it means what? Suppose we have given a fraction like suppose a by b. Okay, if we have given a fraction a by b, or on that time if we change their numerator and denominator, okay, interchange their position. If we interchange their position, that means numerator goes to denominator and denominator goes to numerator. Okay, it means what? B by a. When a by b fraction become b by a, this is the reciprocal form or reciprocal fraction of
A by B.
Okay, in this same way, suppose we have given 2 by 3. Okay, when we interchange it, then it become what? It become 3 by 2. On that time, 3 by 2 is the reciprocal fraction or form of fraction 2 by 3. Okay, sometimes you can see, or you have the problem like this. Okay, like real rational number, like, or also integer. Okay, suppose there is 2. Okay, and you have to find its reciprocal fraction. Okay, that means you have to find the reciprocal form of this 2. On that situation, as we know that all the numbers, that means all the integers, we can suppose all the integers are the rational number. Okay, that's why we can suppose there is nothing, it means 1 as a denominator of 2. Okay, yes. Then after we just interchange them, that means 1 goes to at the place of 2 and 2 comes to at the place of 1, that means the fraction become 1 by 2. Okay, so if you have given any one number, then you can direct replace 1 as a numerator and 2 as a denominator, that means the given number as a denominator. Okay, so let's come to our exercise. Okay.
Okay, sir, you should carry on, and I will be right back.
Okay. Suppose first let's to identify the numerator and denominator. Okay, numerator and denominator. Okay, if we have given these two things, okay, and according to this fact, if we have given any one fraction, or suppose that is, okay, 4/5, okay, in this condition, if there will be the question like this, okay, identify the numerator and denominator of the given fraction. Yes, and the given fraction is what? 4/5. So on that time we should, okay, without any confusion, we should, okay, notify or show the numerator as 4, numerator as 4 and denominator as 5, denominator as 5. Okay, in this way we can identify these numbers, okay, or the taken part. Also the numerator is, we know that according to the definition of fraction, 4 is a taken part, okay, which is taken from the whole part of 5. Okay, suppose sometimes you have the question like this, okay, suppose sometimes you have the question like this, okay, let's talk about a question, okay, listen to me carefully. Mother cuts an apple into 4 equal parts, okay, how many parts are there in total? Okay, suppose your mother cuts an apple into 4 equal parts. This is an apple, okay, suppose this is an apple, okay, which is cut into 4 equal part, okay, 4 equal part. Suppose 1 part, 2 part, 3 part and 4 part, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are equal, okay. So if we count their cutting parts, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many parts are there altogether? 4 parts, okay. As we know, according to definition, the total part is written as the denominator of the given number, given things. So this 4 should be written as the denominator. In the same way, suppose if you have eaten any 3 parts of the cutting apple, okay, suppose if you have eaten these 3 parts, then means eaten part means how many parts that you have eaten? There is 3 part, okay. It means what? How many part is taken part? There is 3 part. It means, as we know, according to the definition, okay, the taken part or the eaten part should be written as the numerator of the fraction, and the whole part should be written as a denominator, okay. So we have the eaten part means 3 and whole part is 4. So with the fraction of this cutting apple and eaten apple is 3/4. Yes, thank you. In the same way, you have got many more questions related to this, and you can solve all the questions like this in the same way, okay. Then suppose sometimes there will be also given some questions like this, okay, according to taken part. Suppose if you have given some figure, okay, suppose there is a rectangular shape or rectangular figure, and that is, okay, divided into 4 part, okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4 part, okay, and suppose any one of them colored, among them one is colored, okay, and you have to the question is asking you that to find the fraction of shaded region or non-shaded region. On that time, suppose first we have to identify or count or calculate the shaded part or non-shaded part. So for that, how many shaded part are there? Shaded part, okay, or region. Shaded part is 1, okay. Non-shaded part is equal to non-shaded part is equal to how many parts are non-shaded? Okay, there are 3 parts which are non-shaded, and total part. How many parts are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the rectangle is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, so if we need to write the fraction of the shaded part, so we can write here now fraction of shaded part, fraction of shaded part equal to how many part is shaded? 1 part. And how many are there total? Okay, 4. It means 1 by 4 because 1 has been taken. In the same way, fraction of non-shaded non-shaded part is what? So how many parts are non-shaded? There are 3 parts are non-shaded. Okay, so we have to take that 3 as a denominator, and again the total part should be taken as a denominator. Okay, in this way we can find the numerator or denominator, or in the same way we can write the fraction from the figure. Okay, in the same way, suppose sometimes you have in the question you may ask, or you have there will be a question like this. Suppose, okay, write the fraction of this fraction's name, or sometimes you have given the fraction and you need to write their name. Okay, so in this condition, suppose let's talk about some fractions names and the fraction. Okay, suppose we have given like this. Look here. Sometimes we have given 1 by 2. As we know, this is 1 by 2 means half. Okay, 1 by 2 means half. Okay, in the same way, sometimes we have given 3 by 2 means, okay, 3 by 2. In the same way, suppose 4 by 5. Okay, in this condition, suppose, okay, 4/5. Okay, 3 by 2 means 3/2. Okay, in the same way, suppose there is given 3 by 6, it means 3/6, or when we find the equivalent fraction, the name of 3 by 6 becomes, or the fraction 3 by 6 becomes 1 by 2, that is half of the fraction, or half, which can be written as a name half. Okay, in the same way, suppose there will be given 2/3, it means 2 by 3. If there is given 1/4, it means 1 by 4. Okay, sometimes you have given 3/5, it means 3 by 5. In the same way, you have to write the name of fraction or fraction for the given names. Okay, then suppose you have the question like this. Okay, come to the exercise, okay, 5.1. Now let's come in exercise 5.1, class 4, 5.1. that is the first exercise of fraction. Okay, or in that we have given and in question number, okay, come to question number 4, section B. Okay, section B, question number 4, that is given in page number 82. Okay, page number 82, question number 4. There is given, let's multiply the numerator and denominator. Okay, listen very carefully. Let's multiply the numerator and denominator of each fraction by 2, 3 and 4 respectively and find their equivalent fraction. So dear students, as you know, and we have learned already about it, how to find the equivalent fraction by multiplication method, but this is also a way to find the equivalent fraction by multiplication method. Okay, so we have given the first question, that is question number 4. Okay, A. Okay, we have to find the equivalent fraction by multiplying the numerator and denominator, multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Okay, in this condition, suppose we have a question like 1 by 2. Okay, what is the question? 1 by 2. Okay, so if we have the question 1 by 2 and we need to find the equivalent fraction of 3 equivalent fraction by multiplying the question by 2, 3 and 4. Okay, both. So in this condition we can find like this here. Okay, if we multiply 1 by 2 first upon by 2, then we will get the first equivalent fraction. So here 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into, okay, we should multiply both numerator and denominator. So we should multiply 1 by 2 fraction by 2 and 2, both numerator and denominator. Then we will get what? 1 into 2, 2 and 2 to the 4. Okay, in the same way, suppose again we need to multiply the same fraction by 3. So in this condition 1 by 2 is multiplied by 1 by 2 is multiplied by 3. Then after we will get 1 3 ja 3 and 2 3 ja 6. The same after we need to get the multiply the fraction by 4. Okay, to find the third equivalent fraction. So 1 by 2 is multiplied by, okay, is multiplied by 4. Okay, then after we will get 4 on the 4, 2 4 ja 8. So these fraction, okay, that we get after the multiplication, these are the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2 that we got. Thank you. So then after, okay, let's take other questions and other example. Okay, related fraction. Okay, suppose we have given, okay, we have given the quiz as a question. Suppose divide the numerator and denominator by the same number to find a fraction equivalent to each of the following fraction. Okay, suppose question is like this, that is maybe 5 number question. Okay, suppose question is like this, divide the numerator and denominator by a common number, or we can say common factor also, common number, to get an equivalent fraction of the given fraction. So in this condition, what we have to, suppose we have given in question number 8, there is, okay, there is given suppose 4 by 12, yes, or sometimes maybe suppose, okay, 2 by 6 or 2 by 4. Okay, suppose. So as we learned that in our previous classes, how to find the equivalent fraction according by the definition. Okay, so we can find this by like this. Here first we have to find its common number. Okay, so as we know that, okay, here 2 comes in one table and 2 both table. Here when we read or learn the table of 2 or write the table of 2, we get 1 or 2, then only we get 2. But here if we read the table, we need to make the 4 in the table, or if we need 4 in the table, then we can read 1 in one table, 2 and 4 2. It means what? Here 2 is the common. Okay, 2 is the common in both 4 and, okay. So here 2 is as a factor of 4, so we can do like this. Suppose 2 is divided by 2 and 4 is also divided by 2. It means what? 2 is divisible by 2 and also 4 is also divisible by 2. So in this condition, what? After dividing, 2 1s are 2, it means 1, and 2 2s are 4, that it means 2. It means what is the equivalent fraction of 2 by 4? We will get 1 by 2 as an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. In this way, we can find the equivalent fraction of the given numbers by dividing method. Okay, so come to the homework. Okay, so here your homework of the day is like this. Suppose, okay, your question is like this. Write the question. Okay, your teacher divides a rectangle into 8 equal parts. 8 equal parts, and he shaded 5 parts. 5 parts. Okay. Then what is the fraction of whole rectangle does he said? You have to find your teacher divides a rectangle into 4 equal parts and he shaded 5 parts. You have to find, that means find the fraction that he shaded, okay, to the whole parts. Okay, this is the first question. Then you have the second question like this. Okay, suppose write the name of fraction. Write the name of fractions. You have the given question number A. Okay, 2 by 3, B 7 by 5 or 7 by 9. Okay, 7 by 9, sorry. Then after in question number 3, okay, write a question. Okay, you have to write the question. Find the or this much for today. Thank you. Okay, you can write here like this of the following fraction. Okay, now today we have over the class 4, and after a short commercial break we will come here or I will come here to teach you teach class 5. So thank you. Okay, like our FM page Okay, commenters, thank you.
रेडियो मधेश मसला 106.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज में अब समय है व्यापारिक विश्राम के। तब तक अपने भी हाथ साबुन पानी से मल मल के धो के आओ। कोरोना वायरस से अपने भी बचो आ दूसरों के बचाओ। सूचना 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 कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण संबंधी अत्यंत जरूरी सूचना। हाल विश्व भर फैल रहल कोरोना वायरस से नेपाल उच्च जोखिम में रहल। विश्व स्वास्थ्य संगठन के प्रतिवेदन अनुसार कोरोना वायरस से हो रहल आ हो सके वाला संभावित जोखिम से बचेला कोनो किस्म के सभा जुलूस मेला आदि न करे न करावे के लिए अनुरोध कल जाइत है। कोरोना वायरस से बचे वाला उपाय: भीड़ से बचो, चले के समय मास्क के प्रयोग करो, साबुन पानी से नियमित हाथ धो, कम पाकल मांस मछली न खाओ, दही दूध घी पनीर आदि के सेवन करो, सड़ल खाए वाला चीज न खाओ, खाए वाला चीज के नीमन से धो के आ अच्छा से पका के मात्र खाओ, एक आपस में अभिवादन कैला पर नमस्ते करो, हाथ न मिलाओ, एक आपस में शारीरिक दूरी कायम रखो, खोखला पड़े या छींक आयला पर आगाड़ी के व्यक्ति के विपरीत दिशा में अपन मुख छोपू। रोग संक्रमण लागल शंका लागला में स्वास्थ्य तथा रोग नियंत्रण कार्यालय के कॉल सेंटर नंबर 1339 में जानकारी दियो तथा चिकित्सक संगे संपर्क करो। दैनिक रूप में पानी गर्म करके मात्र प्रयोग करो। ब्रॉडकास्टिंग एसोसिएशन ऑफ नेपाल आ रेडियो मधेश मसला गौड़ा द्वारा जनहित में जारी संदेश।
हातमा पन्जा, मुखमा मास्क लगाई चस्मा आँखामा, राष्ट्रको सेवा हेतु खड्दछौं हामी सीमा नाका नाकामा, सीमा नाका नाकामा। कसै गरी नछुनु हेर आँखा नाक अनि मुख, कोरोनाबाट जोगिन सके आउनेछ सबै सुख। आउन सक्छ बाढी र पहिरो, चल्न सक्छ हुरी, खटिदा ड्युटी कायम राखौं सामाजिक दूरी। कर्तव्यको बोधबाट छैन विमुख कुनै पनि पल, चुनौतीको सामना गर्न तत्पर हामी हौं सशस्त्र प्रहरी बल, हामी हौं सशस्त्र प्रहरी बल।
सशस्त्र प्रहरी बल नेपाल नंबर 2 छिन्नमस्ता वाहिनी मुख्यालय महोत्तरी द्वारा जारी संदेश।
रामविलास एक बात कहू, ये कोरोना सुनै छी केकरा कहलै? विलास एक बात कहू, ई तो बड़ा खतरनाक बीमारी है, एकरा से बचे के उपाय सब बता न दो कि हम सब सुरक्षित से रहू।
धनिया ध्यान से सुन, बचे के उपाय सब ई है। साबुन पानी से कमती में 20 सेकेंड तक मिच के बार बार हाथ धो, सैनिटाइजर आ मास्क के प्रयोग करू, भीड़ भाड़ से दूर रहू, कमती में 1 मीटर के दूरी बना के रहू, अपना अपना घर में रहू, सरकार के लॉकडाउन नियम के पालना करू, डॉक्टर आ जानकार व्यक्ति सबके आग्रह सुनू आ पालना करू, न घर से बाहर जाऊ आ न घर में रोग के लाऊ। यदि सरकार के नियम पालना न करब तो अपनों से ग्रसित हो जाए आ सारा मानव जाति के सर्वनाश हो जाए।
हाँ रामविलास बहुत बढ़िया बात कहली, हमहू सब लॉकडाउन के पालना करबै।
कोरोना वायरस से अपने बचो आ सबके बचाओ। प्रदेश सरकार, प्रदेश नंबर 2 भौतिक पूर्वाधार विकास मंत्रालय, जिला खाने पानी तथा सर सफाई स्वच्छता समन्वय समिति आ खाने पानी तथा सर सफाई डिवीजन कार्यालय मलंगवा सर्लाही द्वारा जनहित में जारी संदेश। द वॉइस ऑफ मिडनाइट रेडियो मधेश मसला 106.4।
Okay, welcome to you all in our radio educational program sponsored by Nepal Police School and media partner Radio Madhesh Masla 106.4 MHz. Okay, all the FM listeners and all the page viewers, I request you to like our Facebook page Radio Madhesh Masla 106.4 MHz. You should search on Facebook and you can listen or you can watch this program on YouTube, on the YouTube channel Radio Madhesh Masla. Now this is time for the subject matter of class 5. So I request to you to start the subject matter of class 5, and I will be right back. So you should carry on.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon to you all, our students of class 5. As we know, on last Friday, we had discussed about polynomial and multinomial. Yes? There is given in your book, or according to your book, polynomial or multinomial. Yeah? Polynomial or multinomial. Okay? Having more than, okay, the expression having more than 3 terms, okay, is known as polynomial. Okay? But according to different researches, okay, binomial, trinomials, and more than that, these all comes under polynomials. So that I have defined that polynomials consist 2 or more than 2 terms. Okay, so don't be confused there. Now we will discuss today we will discuss on different questions related geometry or related the variable and constant sound or constant letters, okay, which is using in our class 5. Okay, so suppose if you have given the question like this, okay, list the constant and variables. Okay, suppose we have given the question like this, list the constant and variable. Okay, list the constant and variables, okay, separately in the box, okay, or in the table. Okay, and suppose we have given some questions like this, x, okay, suppose, okay, 2, suppose 2x, suppose 5, okay, suppose suppose a plus b, okay, suppose x by 2, okay, and there is the table, okay, given you, and the table is divided into 2 parts. Okay, one side should be written variable and other side should be written what? Constant. What? Constant. Okay, so as we know, as we discussed more about variables and constant, okay, so here we can see the terms are given like x, 2, 2x, 5, ab, that means a plus b, or last one is x by 2. Yes, so according to this fact, according to the definitions, okay, the letter separate is known by the variables, which is the letter from a, b, that means English alphabet. Okay, so here x should be written and in the column of variables, okay, but and the same way 2 is written in the column of, okay, constant. Then after we have the third term 2x, from them, okay, x and 2x, okay, that is given as a multiplication form of 2 and x. When 2 and x is multiplied by each other, then we will get 2x. So this is the multiplication form of 2 and x. So while separating it, x is a variable, and after multiplying 2x becomes a variable. So that what? X and 2x both should be written in a variable in the same way, okay, that 2, when 2 is separated from 2 into x, 2 is written in the table of or in the column of constant. In the same way 5 is given, so single 5 is constant. Then after there is given a plus b. So absolutely a plus b both are the, suppose A separately and B separately. Both are variables according to definitions because they are from English alphabet. So A plus B is also comes under the column of variable. In the same way, there is given x by 2. So x by 2 here we can also separate here. X by 2 is a variable, and where 1 by 2 is the constant. Suppose we have the fraction 1 by 2. Okay, what is 1 by 2? Okay, and when 1 by 2 is multiplied by x, okay, there is nothing under x as a denominator. So you 1 multiply x and 2 multiply 1, which is the denominator of x. Okay, then after we will get x by 2. So this form of the multiplication become like this. It means what? X is, when x is multiplied by 1 by 2, then we will get the fraction x by 2. So that what? X by 2 is variable and 1 by 2 is constant. Okay. In the same way, you can classify or identify the variable and constant. Okay. So listen once again. If you have the questions like this, list the constant and variable separately in the table. List the constant and variable separately in the table, and you have the given different variables. Okay, combining with constant. Okay, suppose there is x, 2, 2x, 5, a plus b, x by 2. So on that time we can classify like this. Okay, again we need to discuss on other questions. Like our next question is like this. Suppose sometimes you have given some words, some description, and there it need to, or it commands to find the constants and variables. Suppose that x is an odd number. Suppose identify whether identify the constant or variable. Constant or variables. Okay. Suppose we have the questions like this. Okay. Suppose in question there is a question number A. Suppose the question is like this. Okay. Suppose A represents the odd number, an odd number. Okay, an odd number between 2 and 4. Okay. And now we need to identify this A. Okay, this A is belongs to or to variable or constant. So don't think here. Okay, I think you are thinking about that A is variable. So or A is taken from the list of English alphabet. So A is variable letter. No, that is not. Okay, here A is the name of the group here, or the sentence. Okay, that is, or the letter which is between 2 and 4, or that should be odd number. Okay, so A is the naming words here. Okay, name A represents the name of the number which comes between 2 and 4. Okay, so here A is not that, we can't say it directly that A is the variables letters. Okay, for this we have to find the value of A, and according to the formula, the number or the things which has more than 2, okay, 2 or more than 2 values, or having not fixed values, is known as what? Variables. Very good. In the same way, the numbers or the things which consist or which holds only one value, okay, it means having fixed value, is known as especially what? Constant. So here A equal to, now what is the odd number between 2 and 4? Just learn 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here 2, then after comes 3, then after comes 4. Okay, so between 2 and 3 there is only one letter. Okay, and what is that? Yes, that is 3. So 3, the value of A is equal to what? A is equal to only 3. So we can write here A is equal to only 3. Yes, okay, we can write like this. Here A is equal to what? 3. Because of A has only one value 3, therefore it is what? It is constant. What is this? Constant. Okay, thank you. Then after, suppose you have given, okay, suppose you have given in other questions, okay, y represents, okay, natural number, okay, less than, okay, 5. Okay, so as we know that natural number is started from 1, yes, and goes so on, but here it makes fixed here, that is the natural number, y is the natural number which is less than 5. So as we know that less than 5 natural numbers are what? Okay, so we can write here y is equal to what? What are the numbers comes less than 5? There 1 comes, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So according to these facts, okay, y has, suppose sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. It means y has 4 values. Okay, and according to the definitions, okay, it has more than 1 values. Okay, so that, okay, it is known as what? Variable. Okay, by this much you can do, or you can find constant and variables according to this, or by in this way. I hope you are understanding. Okay, so now suppose we have other questions. Let's take other questions like this. Okay, suppose sometimes you have given, okay, the question like this. Suppose there is a questions x plus 7, yeah, x plus 7, and it commands to find the constant and variables. What? Constants and variables. Okay, so on that time, okay, here there is a question like this: constant equal to, okay, our constant is what? Which letter is constant there in x plus 7? Okay, there is 7 is added with x. So as according to the definition, okay, the number form is the constant form or constant number, so that we should write 7 as constant. In the same way, variables are what? Variables are equal to, or are there, one term is x. Okay, x is separate. When we separate x plus 7, then at once x is a variable. Then after, okay, after adding it, x plus 7, it again becomes a variable. So in x plus 7, there are 2 variables, that is x plus 7. Okay, in this way we can find the constant and variables. Okay, so again come to other questions. Okay, that is, suppose you have given, okay, write the correct answer in the blank space. Okay, suppose you have given questions, write the correct answer in the blank space. Suppose, as we know that, suppose one pen can be bought bought at Rs, suppose 5. Okay, listen to me carefully here. If one pen can be bought at Rs 5, okay, it means what? Cost of one pen is how much rupees? Okay, 5 rupees. Yes, so cost of one pen is 5 rupees. Then if we need to buy, suppose 2 such pens or 3 such pens, okay, 3 pens can be bought at Rs. Okay, how much money do we need to buy 3 such pens if the cost of one pen is 5? Okay, so we need 15 rupees, and then we get after multiplying the cost and the total unit. Okay, that means 5 into 3. Yes, so is equal to we get 15 rupees. It means what? At Rs 50 we can buy 3 pens. Yes, yes. So in the same way, at the place of 1, okay, at the place of 1, suppose we can write, sorry, at the place of 3, if we replace, suppose there is a question with us, okay, one pen can be bought at Rs 5. We have the same question, okay, the first one pen can be bought at Rs 5. How much? Okay, that means that X pens can be bought at how much rupees? Okay, suppose we have given the total pens, number of total pens equal to X. If we have given the total pen X, then again we have the same process, 5 into X. It means what? We will get 5X. Yes, so according to these facts we can find, suppose we have a question like this. Suppose you have question like this, cost of one book is Rs X. Cost of one book is Rs how much? X rupees. Yes, cost of one book is Rs X rupees. It means what? We can buy one books at Rs X. Yes. So how much? Okay, cost of 3 books or 3 such books. So cost of 3 books is Rs. Okay, again we should multiply it. Again, X into 3 is equal to, okay, 3X. In this way we can find the value of, okay, X, value of 3 pens, okay, with Rs X. So here X is the cost of book and, okay, 3 is the number of total book. Okay, thank you. I hope you will do these questions in this way. In the same way, suppose other question you have, maybe cost of one pencil is Rs 9. Cost of one pencil is how much? Rs 9. Cost of y number of pencil is what? In the same way, okay, we can multiply it. Cost of 2 kg of rice is X. Cost of 1 kg. Yes, suppose we have given the questions like this. Okay, suppose we have given one question. Okay, if we buy, okay, 2 pens, cost of 2 pens is equal to Rs 10. Okay, in Rs 10 we can buy 2 pen. Okay, so 1 pen can be bought by how much rupees? Yes, okay, we have these 2, that means 1 pen, cost of 1 pen, okay, that means equal to Rs 10 by 2. That means what? If there is given, okay, unit cost of any object, then on that time, if we need to find the cost of more object, on that time we have to multiply between them. But if there is given the cost of more than one items or objects and the cost of that object, and if we need to find the cost of unit items, on that time we have to divide them. It means what? 5 to the 10. It means RS 5. Yes, in the same way, suppose you have given the cost of 2 kg of rice. Okay, in the same way, cost of 2 kg of rice is how much rupees? Is RS what? Is RS X. Yes. So we need to find here the cost of 1 kg of rice. On the same way, cost of 1 kg of rice is RS X by what? 2. Because here 2 is the more quantity. 2 is the total quantity of the rice, and X is the total amount. Okay, and here to need the find of unit quantity, we should divide the total price or total amount by the total number of items. So in this way, the cost of 2 kg of rice is RSX. So therefore, so in this same way, we to find the cost of 1 kg of rice, we have divided X by 2. So that is the unit cost of the rice. Okay, by this much.
So due to the scarcity of time, now we have to leave. So please assign the homework for this.
Okay. Now this is time for homework, and you have to. Okay. You have questions like this. Okay. Your question number 1 is identify the constant or variables.
Numbers.
Okay. Suppose you have the given questions like this. Okay. Y plus 1. Okay, suppose in separate questions. In one questions. Okay. Identify the constant or variables of the following, or from the following. Okay, and there is the questions like this. Okay, y plus 7, z 2z. Okay, 3xy. Okay, 2x plus 7. Okay, then in the question number 2, you have the question maybe like this. Okay, identify the letters or state whether, write whether these letters are constant or variable. Okay, and you have the question, suppose x is an, question number A, x is an, okay, odd number less than 5. You have to write here. B, suppose you have question y is an even number, okay, less than 3. Okay, in the same way, suppose you have to we will discuss on other questions on the next day.
Yes, sure, sir.
For today, this much.
Okay.
Okay, do it carefully.
Okay, all the listeners of Radio Madesh Masla 106.4 MHz and all the students of class 5. Now the class is over, and this is the time of epidemic COVID-19. So be safe, use your mask and use sanitizer if possible. If not possible, then use soap and water for washing your hand, and be safe. For thanking my respected RJ Kumar Chandan and Sir Santosh Kumar Thakur sir. It's me, Suraj Narayan Jha. Give us, we will now end this program. Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice day.